Hi, this is Danny Doyle, and welcome back to my Fire Emblem Path of Radiance 0% growth, 0% healing challenge. I'm joined again by Jacob, and we are going to go ahead and recruit a new unit that Jill is holding some items for.
We already recruited Ranulf, though.
No, Vernulf is holding items for other people. Jill is holding... Oh, wow, okay, cool. Cool.
Well, it's a good thing we got a replacement, Jill.
There we go. We'll leave her with the Steel Lance. And we'll have her run away. Run the fuck
Hey,
away. Get out of
hey,
there.
Mom, can we have Jill? We have Jill in Dane. Jill in Dane. Har.
Yeah, we'll just go ahead and roar that guy, as suggested. And then let's do some horror unit analysis.
Boy.
I can go first. I've been thinking a lot about Har. I try to use him on every playthrough, and he always disappoints because his speed is just not great. He is probably going to be my best combat flyer. Like, he and Tanith are going to compete for that because Tanith has the speed and he has the strength. So if I want to kill something with a brave weapon, it's going to be Har. But yeah, he's a poor comparison to what Jill is in vanilla. Bad everything. Just not a fan. I will potentially be juggling the full guard between him and Tanith. The biggest thing that I was thinking about regarding them, right, is the capacity, the skill capacity. Tanith only has 5 available, which means that if I want to put Savior on her, I have to take Reinforce off her, and Reinforce is so useful. Meanwhile, Har has 10 available, so I can put Savior on him without taking Guard off, and even if I had to take Guard off, Guard's not a great skill. It's like you hit someone and then you prevent them from counterattacking, sometimes maybe. It's like, what if Great Shield only worked on player phase? And also only if you hit. It's bad. But he's probably going to be my savior person for when I need to rescue either Raisin or Ike or Enna somewhere. It's probably going to be in Har's saddlebags, which is a unique role that he can play. It sucks that I'm not going to have Savior on Boots Girl, but I don't think it was worth it. I don't think it would have been worth it to save the boots for Har, even though he is the best candidate for Savior. It's either Har or Lincia, and you put them on Har because he can Savior actually makes a difference. You can put him in somewhere where he would survive and have a backpack or whatever. But yeah, he comes with the Brave Axe, which is pretty good. I think it suggests that you want to use brave weapons on him in order to try to quad or double something and kill it without getting retaliated. Just because high strength, low speed. I don't know, what are your thoughts on Har?
So I think Har is an example of being the worst unit of the best class set, where he flies and he's able to cross terrain that way. I would easily say he's the worst of the 4 flyers. His biggest bonus to me is his really high strength and his bull. You can very safely throw him out into a group of even archers or even some ballista, and he takes it pretty well because of the double effectiveness with his 20 defense, and his 47 HP keeps him alive for a long time. The 17 speed, though, is just really, really gross, especially for this point in the game. I looked up his growth rates, and he only has a 35% speed growth as well, so he's only going to be getting a point of speed about 1 every 3 levels, and that's just not going to really put him into doubling territory.
So on average, if you even get him to level 20, he has 20 speed. That's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's that doubles some of the slower enemies, like the Armor Knights, maybe some Halberdiers, I believe, but the Paladins, other flyers, he's most likely not going to be doubling those throughout most of the game.
Well, and I find that he often gets doubled. I know that there's a boss coming up that he actually has a convo with that I routinely just get doubled and killed by. Grommel, who has the Bolt Axe and Resolve.
Oh, that guy's so frustrating.
He's so dumb.
Another good thing I'd say about Har is he starts with a decent axe rank, so he can use just about every axe you'd want him to. I always find that my Jill is never up to this high of an axe rank by this point, so it's nice to have someone who can fly and use the Brave Axe or some other really good axes.
Yeah, I
And
was
he has
just
a
checking because I focused on axe rank on her, and even then it's only C.
Yeah, we've been using Jill a lot in this playthrough, and it's still only C rank, so his weapon ranks are pretty useful. Uh, I mean, he's good in the sense that he's just about what you would need, but there's so much more if your roster's already full. I usually support him up with Jill up to like a B support because Jill's usually already taken with someone else. And he's good as like a support bot to give Jill some extra. I forgot what affinity he is or what all he gives, but
You said Jill's taken with someone else, but Jill's only options are Mist and Leth, and I don't think either of them are especially good support options for her. Because Mist shouldn't be on the front lines, and Leth you're probably going to drop by now. So I almost always A support Jill and Har, because they end up in the same area. Like, they're both flyers, they have relatively the same move. That's one of the arguments actually for giving the boots to Marsha over Jill is that it makes it easier to keep Jill and Har near each other if you want like two flyers in an area and maintain support bonuses.
oh, my miss is always on the front lines. I think we play a little bit differently.
Indeed, we do. You keep talking about things like gaining stats, and I have no idea what the fuck that means.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Even in a 0% context, I think Har is going to easily be one of your best units, of course, because he joins so late. Not really much else to say. You can make him some really good forges as well that can take advantage of his really high strength. You can get close to one-hit KOs. I've never seen him one-hit KO before. That would probably take like a forged silver axe to get to that threshold. Maybe against some mages, he could hit that point a little bit easier.
Conveniently, a lot of the units who I want to make forges for can use silver lances, which is pretty awesome. Because, like, Tanith can use silver lances, Tyronio can use silver lances. Unfortunately, Har cannot. So, I might... I don't know. I might actually try to focus on getting his lance rank up. I don't know. Or... because he can't use any silver weapons, actually. Because he's B in both. And, like, I'm at the point where I can forge silver now. This is the first map where I can forge silver. So, like, he can use silver swords, Stefan.
We're still in the early days of Fire Emblem, whenever the devs didn't realize that brave weapons were better than silver weapons.
I mean, is GameCube really early days?
I'd call it still pretty early in the series. I would call Awakening Onward to be more of the modern series. Anything between GBA and New Mystery, I consider kind of a classical era or an older era. And then 1 through 5 is the Kaga era, of course.
Wouldn't the Kaga era be the classic era?
Possibly. Depends on how you look at it, I guess. I can't think of another term for the GBA through DS era other than classic era.
Oh, there we go. Nice fucking crit with the Sonic Sword.
Nice trade strats, by the way.
Thank you. How far can Rayson reach? Okay, Rayson can't... So I can give him a shove. So then let's try to set up a slight bit of a super dance.
Very efficient movement.
I know that in GBA, if you do weird arrow stuff like that, it like corrects you in terms of Kanto. Like it gives you the maximum movement you would have had if you didn't do stupid stuff like that.
Oh, really?
Yes, which is nice.
I've never tested it. I was always afraid that it would, so I never tried it.
I believe you mean you were afraid that it wouldn't, right?
Or like it would take away, it would count all those tiles. Like it would count.
Oh, nice crit!
Nice crit, Tormod. This turn's going a little bit better than I think it was planned to be going.
Kill for Riss.
Let's go.
Let's see if he gets one shot by the Cav.
I bet he gets.
He gets one rounded by the
very
Cav
easily.
very easily.
Very easily.
That's okay though, cause this guy is dizzy. So we'll just do so he can't attack Riss. And then we'll like take out the it's not gonna be hard to take out another Cav.
Remember when you said that about the cat earlier?
Yeah, but the cats are not Cavs.
We've also got to take out the wyvern too.
I mean, I can take out the wyvern with the brave axe, or I can take out the wyvern with some combination of these people.
Well, it's a good thing you brought the long sword so we can do effective damage to the cavalry right there.
Yeah. Who's it on? It's on this guy, right? No, it's
I
not.
think it's on Renolf.
It's on Ulki.
Oh no, it's on Ulki.
Why isn't Ulki dealing effective damage then?
Game bugged. It still doesn't kill.
Yeah,
It's
but
close,
it's
though.
damage. It's damage.
Tweet. I like the sound the arrows make whenever they hit targets in this game. Whenever they hit their target.
Oh no, Lagoo's Slayer.
Oh.
Whatever will I do? Whatever will I do? And I believe this is like gonna be the last Renolf action because I think he's gonna untransform now.
Probably.
Nope. He still gets to not untransform at the beginning of player phase even, which is annoying because I would like him to start building gauge back up as opposed to, you know. I guess I can attack the paladin that's currently roar stunned with him.
Man, roar being so useful, just being able to incapacitate one enemy for a turn. Not the full guard. Time to take our new flyer out for a spin. Go find some pitfalls.
I think I think this is gonna be the Dane General show. We got 2 Dane daddies.
The Har training art.
Let's move you not there. Oh, let's see if I can actually like get fucking damage with Ike.
Let's go. You know, if you play your cards right, he has a 100 hit chance on that paladin. Or is it because he's stunned that he has a 100 hit chance?
That's a good question. Probably because he's stunned.
It might be because he's stunned. I forgot, does it treats it like the stun condition, right? Or
Yeah, it
treat
is
like
the stun condition. It is literally the stun condition. So it's like the same thing that you get with pitfalls. Yeah, so I mean, I can kill him with Ike next turn, and then rescue Ike with Kieran and start moving him forward towards the throne. Because this is a Seas map. Or I guess not throne, gate. It is a Seas map, though, so I do want to start advancing Ike.
Oh yeah, this is the Seas map.
I can at least use Janov to ferry people over that pitfall.
Gotta make sure people...
Ow! Vantage crit!
Vantage doing its job.
He's healed up.
Gets a movement star and starts attacking you.
Oh, he did untransform. What a shame.
Oh, that's free.
Yeah, I mean, like, it would have been a game over if I missed, and I don't have a save state, so that would have sucked. But 80% hit.
I would have laughed.
I know you would have. It would have been content. That's why I didn't even hesitate. I was like, oh, look, content.
You see 80% hit. I see 100% content.
Yeah, because either way, you either get the content from, oh boy, it's exciting that I got a kill, or you get the content from, oh boy, it's exciting that I have to replay this entire fucking map again.
Except this time you know where the pitfall is.
Well, I know about one of them that I didn't know about, at least.
The one I knew about. This will be... Me? I mean, the ballista aren't going to do, like, any damage to because of
Yeah.
his defense. We can Meteor. Nice.
That's 9 damage. Does that make him get one shot? I forget how much. I think it was 19, so no, it doesn't. Yeah, it's 19. Okay.
Wait, how much does Tormod do?
He only dealt 9 damage to the Sage with Meteor.
Is 9 plus 19 28? Or am I thinking of this wrong?
9 down to 9. Yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah, no, we'll do that. I'm not great at math, which is why I play a strategy game that requires you to do a bunch of combat math and counting tiles and all sorts of other things.
You play 0% growth, so you don't have to see all the +1s appear. It makes you do math for your stats. Now miss.
I canceled! I did a cancel! Fucking cancel culture har.
Nice cancel.
I do have that tornado, but it's not going to deal effective damage, so I think he'll be fine.
Let's go, Tyronio!
Hell yeah. Hell
It's
yeah.
hilarious that he has resolve, but nothing does any damage to him. Wow. I think Titania's falling off a little bit.
Just a little.
And Jill is too.
God damn, this guy is like, he will not die.
He must have really good biorhythm or something.
Oh, maybe he does. What does he have? Yeah, he's at best biorhythm.
Oh, yeah,
Jesus Christ.
Biorhythm. Let's go. 5 hit and avoid. Maybe... Oh, maybe you can dance Tanith, so she can use a 1 range.
Yeah, I am planning on dancing her. I'm giving her the Sonic Sword, and I'll give her the lightsaber. Yeah.
Because I have no doubt with a sword she'll have 100 hit. Call for help.
Yeah, I mean, like, the reinforcements were supposed to be for dealing with the back-end reinforcements, but it turns out I didn't need them for that. But, it's still nice to have them, I guess. Like, they're gonna start charging forwards. I didn't have them in time as much as I wanted because, Tanith was just doing something every turn.
Oh yeah, you just needed her for stuff.
That is the one thing about Tanith is, like, if she does something turn 1, she's probably not going to reinforce for a while.
Yeah, turn 1 is when you usually want to reinforce because it's usually a turn
He has
where you're just setting up.
8 move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can go here.
Celerity Sage.
Yeah, so we'll go there. Boost her res.
Oh, we're breaking out the barrier staff.
It's the ward staff in this game. Fucking get good. Learn staff names.
Sorry, I played too much GBA.
No, they're functionally the same thing. I'm being pedantic in order to make fun of. Someone got mad at me for calling heart seals second seals. We were talking about like whether or not Leo counts as like a dark mage or something.
I would say technically yes. Just because he comes from the dark mage class line.
Yeah, he does come from the class line, but for some reason he can't use, I guess, like, because they wanted, like, if you have a mount, you can't use dark tomes or whatever.
Yeah, it's a little confusing that there's only, like, 1 dark tome in the whole game, and you have to either be a dark mage or a sorcerer to use it.
Is Nosferatu the only dark tome in the game?
I believe so, because there's...
0 damage from arrows. I wonder, I don't know how effective damage works in this game. Was that 0, like, would that have been 0 times 2 if he didn't have the full guard, or would it have dealt extra because it doubles the weapon might?
It doubles the weapon might.
Okay.
So
So it would have potentially actually dealt damage.
possibly.
Oh.
Oh no. Tornado.
Well, so it is concerning because she's going to take 2 ballistas and
Ooh.
also a bow and also a bow and also a bow and doesn't have the full guard. And the fact that Tornado deals that much.
It's almost like they're trying to discourage you from using flyers on this map full of pitfalls. Nice
Pitfall.
cancel. Speaking of pitfalls, I believe I know where the pitfall you're talking about earlier is.
Oh, there's 2 of them. There's 2 of them.
Oh, that's right. There's 2 of them, and I know where.
It's
one
here
of
and here.
No, I'm talking about the ones on the left.
What? Oh, yeah, there's 2 of them here, I think, too, or something.
Yeah, I know there's at least 1 or 2 over on that left side. Oh, are we doing flyer bridges? Pro gamer strats.
No, not you.
Remind me. If
Okay.
you get shoved onto a pitfall tile, do you fall into it?
I think you do, but I'm not 100% on that.
Could you shove enemies into pitfalls to stun them?
That's a good question.
I mean, it would basically be doing the same thing as Roar. You'd just be incapacitating an enemy for 1 turn. Unless they'd climb out of it on their turn.
Well, but no, they would only you only ungain stun at the end of the player phase. At the end of your phase. So enemies ungain stun at the end of enemy phase, which is why the paladin doesn't attack you.
That is true. Nice level.
Okay. Whoop.
How different do you think this game would be if the enemy shoved you?
Ooh, that would be really interesting. I feel like they definitely did not have the AI for it.
Of course.
But
It would,
they could probably do it now because of how good Fates and Awakening AI is.
Oh, for sure.
And like 3 Houses AI, I guess, is pretty good as well, like using gambits and stuff.
I think it's... But definitely Conquest AI could do some really weird things with shoving. They could shove their units, they could shove your units. That would be really fun to see. You try to set up a perfect formation, and then someone, like you set up a wall of units so no one can take more than 1 hit. And then they just shove your wall out of the way so that everyone can gang up on one.
It would have been nice to be able to ward Har. I might send him backwards just for that. I brought Ward Staff for dealing with Petrine, but I guess there's only the priest left now, so it doesn't matter because I killed that tornado sage.
How on earth do the green units show up?
Maybe it's zone based. I feel like it's probably zone based because I've seen them so early, but I'm usually charging ahead with like Tanith and Marcia and Jill. Well, not Jill. Jill has to stay behind.
I usually see them right around the same time I get Har.
Eat rock.
Eat rock.
It's also possible, like, we're not that many turns into the chapter because we've kind of just been going really slow.
I think one of my favorite parts about watching the enemy phases in this turn is watching where the pitfalls aren't, because the AI doesn't step on them.
Yeah, they're smarter than in Thracia, where they'll accidentally step on the warp tiles.
I mean, Thracia can do some pretty interesting things with the rewarp druids and the dancers in the forest.
And by interesting, you mean, like, hilarious and stupid.
Oh yeah, especially whenever I had once a Dark Mage missed his rewarp step. He got danced and missed again.
Oh my god. Yeah, so here's the green units.
Here they
I
are.
feel like that it could be zone based, but are we that much farther ahead than we were last time? I don't know.
I think it's zone base because I've seen them appear on the same turn Har appears.
Okay, so then in that case it must be zone based. That's it for now, but make sure you tune in next time to see if the green units are actually better than my units. They probably are. All of my people suck. Except for Bullfighter. Bullfighter is great.